Hey everyone, Ken the Tech Teacher here. In this video, we'll be learning how to take our personal Amazon Fire tablet and configure it to work with Google Classroom. By the end of this video, we would have installed the Google Play Store, Google Classroom, Google Meet, and the other essential Google applications a student may need for their schoolwork. So, to begin, we first go to Settings to place a screen lock code on the device. This code is required for the Google Classroom and Meet apps to work correctly. Next, we click on the Security and Privacy option. Here, we can see a slider option to the top for us to turn on the screen lock. So we then select the screen lock passcode, and then we have the option to either use a PIN or password. I recommend you choose something simple that you can easily remember. For example, the PIN I'm choosing is 0000. Simple, right? After confirming the PIN and hitting finish, we go back to the main settings page, where we are now going to look for the model Amazon Fire we are using. This lets us know which files we will need to install later to correctly load the Google Play Store onto our device. We scroll down and select device options, and then under the About Fire tablet option, we can see our model. In my case, I'm using a Fire HD 8. Now the next couple of steps are only for if your Amazon Fire does not have the YouTube app installed and you're watching this video on another device. For those currently watching on the tablet they plan to configure, don't worry, I'll let you know when to join back in. Now we return to the home screen on our device and we select the Silk browser. From here, we are going to type in the address bar www.youtube.com as we don't have the YouTube app installed. Then, in the YouTube search bar, we type and search for the Bimshire Tech Teacher channel. Hey, look, it's that familiar face. So, we then click on this same video, how to configure your Amazon Fire to work with Google Classroom. It's at this point, those who are using the YouTube app can now join us back. Now, by expanding the info bar, we can see the links I have attached below. Now, we are looking for the link that matches the model Amazon Fire we have. So in this case, I'll select the link for the Fire HD 8. This brings up a pop-up window asking if to use YouTube or the Silk browser. I recommend using the browser, but it doesn't matter much which one you choose. From here, we can see 4 files, numbered 1 to 4, with various names. Now we're going to select the first one, which gives us the option to download. Note, if this is the first time you're downloading any file using the Silk browser, it will ask permission to your storage. Just accept, and we can see the file at the bottom when it's completed. From here, we repeat the process until all 4 files are downloaded. Now, some files may be too big for the Google server to virus scan, as in our example with the third file. In this special case, you can trust me that this file is safe, and hit download anyway. When the file has finished downloading, we can hit the back button to get to the last file. So now that we've downloaded all 4 files, we can return to our home screen and click on the Files icon. This brings us into the download folder. Now, we must install these files in numerical order, starting with number 1. When you select the file, You will see a pop-up asking if you're sure you want to install. Just hit continue and then hit install at the bottom of the screen. This will install the file, and when we've seen that it has successfully installed, we hit done and repeat the process for the remaining files. These 4 files that we're installing at this time are the Google services required to run the Google Play Store, which is file number 4, as we can see. Now, we return to the home screen and we can see that our brand new Play Store app has been added. We now click on this app and we're asked to sign in. Here, we will use our school-assigned emails and enter our passwords. I'll just jump over these parts for security reasons. We agree to the terms of service, and that's it. Now we're in the Google Play Store. If we look carefully, we can see that some of the apps we will be looking for have already started to automatically download and install themselves. However, for some of them, we can manually set them to install. So, as an example, we will click on the Google Docs app and hit the install button. When the process is complete, the installing status under the icon will change to a small arrow. Now we will do the same for the Google Sheets, Slides, Jamboard, and YouTube apps. Now that we have selected all of our apps, we can return to the home screen, where we can see the icons of our newly installed programs appear as they complete installation at the bottom of the screen. So, now that we have fully configured our device, all that is left for us is to test our new apps to ensure that they are working properly. We will start with opening the Google Classroom. Now, take note that on rare occasions, an error will occur on the first login into the classroom. We solve this easily by just repeating the login steps, and it will correct itself. Next, if this is the first time you're logging into the classroom, we select I am a student, and like magic, we can now see our assigned classes. Here, we can click on the classes we are a member of to see any notices or assignments our teachers may have posted in the classroom. Returning to the home screen, we next test the Google Meets app. Here, we click continue and allow the app to take pictures and videos, and also allow it to be able to use the microphone. At this point, you will be able to see yourself via the camera in your device. However, as a student, you will not have the ability to create any meetings. Only join the ones that your teacher has invited you to. The last app we will look at in this video is the YouTube one, so that we can ensure that you have the ability to leave a like, watch my future videos, and subscribe to the channel. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. I recommend that you take time playing with all the apps we have installed today to get a better understanding of how they work. However, just keep locked to this channel, and in future videos, I will teach you the ins and outs of these applications. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay safe and keep practicing.